Hi guys, welcome to today's video. So the purpose of the video here is that I'm going to show you what I believe to be one of the best loadouts that you can take if you're fighting the bugs solo on Super Helldive. So as you can see, I'm getting down the Dog Breath and the Stalwart, so obviously we're taking that. I've also got the Orbital 380mm HE Barrage, and I believe the other one was the gas mines, if I remember rightly. So I'm recording the audio after the video, so the video is actually a few days old now, so I'm kind of trying to remember what else I brought. Okay, so I've got the Ultimatum in hand, and we're taking on the Mega Nest first. So Ultimatum to the back of the Titan hole, which will close that up, because we want to get that closed ASAP, so that no Titans keep spawning and spawning and spawning.
Dropping a pin.
Okay, so I've actually tagged another area because I don't want to hang around in the Mega Nest for too long. So my usual ploy is to take out a couple of heavies around the outskirts, like so. We'll get some gas grenades out there, or one gas grenade, and then we want to restock on our Ultimatum here. And then what I do is I actually throw in the 380, because I know there's going to be a breach anytime soon.
Last reload.
So let's get the 380. There's 500 there, probably for an impaler. Okay, so there's a breach, and now we're getting the 380. So yeah, it wasn't the gas grenades, as I said, sorry. It was the 500. Sorry, gas mines, not gas grenades. Okay, so restock on the Ultimatum. So the 380 is going to take care of the breach, or at least the majority of the breach. And the reason I bring the 380 and not the Orbital Napalm is because the Orbital Napalm, I find, does a terrible job of closing up bug holes, whereas the regular 380 is really powerful as well, and just as wide, I believe, or it must be pretty close. And on top of that, it actually does a very good job of closing holes, or not a very good job, but a much better job than the Orbital Napalm will do. Okay, so the other part of the build is the Crossbow, as you can see. So the Crossbow I'm going to be using for these spitters, and also for taking out nests from a bit of a distance. And then the Stalwart I use for shredding the little dudes, the chaff basically. And also I use the Stalwart for taking off the heads of Alpha Commanders as well. I've kind of recently cottoned on to the fact that the Stalwart does just as quick a job of taking the heads off of Alpha Commanders as the Crossbow does, if not quicker. So I usually use the Stalwart for the most part when fighting the bugs. Okay, so Ultimatum to the Spore Tower. And that's done. So on our way. Okay, Stalwart obviously comes in very handy for Shriekers as well. I think this is still the Mega Nest, so I can't quite see the number there. I think it may have been six holes closed already. So obviously we threw a 500 in there, so that may have closed one or two. We closed up the Titan hole at the start as well, so that would be another one. So maybe the 380 closed up 3 or 4 holes for us. So just have a quick look here, see if I can snipe any from where I am here. Don't look like I could get the shot on there, but I don't want to actually hang around here. I want to get moving soon.
For prosperity.
So yeah, that is the amazing thing about the crossbow, when you do have a spitter seed, is that it deals with them pretty quickly.
Last reload.
Okay, and another part of the build was the gas grenades, as you've seen. You really can't beat the gas grenades for crowd control when it comes to the grenade slot. It's a shame because I really like the idea of the fire grenades, the incendiary grenades. Like if they made them, I think, you know, really Arrowhead should be making things pretty similar when it comes to, you know, the power of what each different grenade can do. Because then it allows you to change up your style of play. But at the minute, there's a lot of, you know, there's a lot of meta going on with the grenade slot. You've got the gas grenades, probably top 3. The, what are they called? The thermites are probably top 3, especially against the bots. Dynamite is up there now. So, yeah, as you can see, Stalwart goes to absolute town on a little, what's the word? Patrol, a little patrol, including a couple of Alpha Commanders there. So that's Shrieking S done. Gas Dog gassed him just enough, just in time, so he didn't actually get his pounce off on me. And I've brought the Siege Ready armor for the quick reload speed for the crossbow. And whenever I'm doing an objective like Loadout or you know, whatever, if this is established, yeah, I think this is the established communication uplink, I like to take care of at least one side of those kind of, you know, not outposts, but those little areas where you get a group of 4 or 5 enemies kind of hanging out. Because then, once they're gone, you know that they're not going to sneak up on you later and kind of foil your plans. Okay, so, yeah, more Alpha Commanders, obviously. So, bug breach in. Orbital 380 out. And resupply over there because I don't want it next to me, because I want the bugs to head towards me here, and then hopefully when the supplies do come down I can move towards them. Like so now I'm moving towards them a little bit, and then hopefully there's no bugs around it after it lands. That's the plan anyway, but obviously it's the bugs that doesn't always happen. I'm very surprised that Patrol hasn't just wandered around onto them. So a couple of gas grenades out. Big old 500 there, 9 kills, which is, you know, fairly sizable for a 500. Oh, I think that was yeah, I think that was the edge of the 380 there. Not ideal. So yeah, my biggest problem with this build is when I die, because you really, when you do die, you really want to be getting back to your stuff ASAP, because obviously the crossbow is explosive and it's very close range weapon. Sorry, it's a bit of a distance weapon, so you don't really want to be shooting it at close range. So that is probably one downside of the build. Yeah, as you can see, the 380 dealt with pretty much the entire breach there, which is what the napalm would do, the orbital napalm. So I think it's, you know, fairly comparable. I don't know what the cooldown times are for them both. I'd imagine they're both the same, but I could be wrong there. Okay, so I think I'll decide to leave the supplies there because I don't want to run into that dude
Tagging map.
or that patrol. And then going this way around. Located the stalker there, which I remember feeling very lucky that they hadn't come to get me while I was doing that objective. Very surprising, but we definitely take that. And with the crossbow, I usually reload it when it's got a couple of bolts left, because I don't like to shoot one or two bolts and then need to reload if I've got a bunch of bugs around me.
Fire in the hole.
A couple of gas grenades in there to keep them contained while the 500 does a bit of a job.
Dropping a pin.
Now that's what I call liberty.
Say hello.
Ultimatum for those guys, 7 kills. Because I just want to get this hole done and don't really want to be lingering too long here. Switch to the Stalwart. Shreddy. Don't know what this guy thinks he's doing. I got a bit lucky though. He's surprised he didn't break my arm. I guess so. The 380's not back yet, but the 500 I've still got one left. Nice little dodge there. Have that. Yeah, again, kind of moving around a little bit to
Out of ammo.
make sure they don't pounce on me before I get to the supplies.
How about a nice cup of
Gas grenade out,
tea?
so I get a little bit more time to reload the ultimatum. There we go. And then make a move. So the breach is still going on, but I don't really want to be using the 380 at this point, at least I don't think I do. Maybe
Freedom forever.
past me will think differently depending on how many bugs are coming. I mean look how many Alpha Commanders alone there are there.
Last reload.
Insane amounts.
Bug outpost spotted.
Okay, so semi left the breach behind. I mean, it will follow you, so you can't leave it fully behind, I guess.
Tactical asset near your position.
Yeah, this is the joy of the bugs. When you're out of sync with your, breach dealing with stratagems, I guess you call them, then things tend to go a bit sideways. And the trouble with the 380 and the napalm is they're not always ready for each breach. And I mean, even if I'd used both 500s on the breach there, I still think I'd have been struggling here because 2 500s is not enough to contain a whole bug breach these days. So maybe what I should have done was not use the 500 on the bug nest in the first place, and saved both of them for the breaches. But we're still moving. I'm kind of circling around here, trying to get a few things done. Circling back round for this bug hole. $500 in there. I mean, I guess if it all went easily, it would be a bit of a boring video.
Out of ammo.
Onto the dome for the charger. Always satisfying. So this is Loadout station. Another breach. Oh, we're currently jammed, and there's a Bio-Titan roaming. Oh, Bio-Titan roaming around.
Throwing grenade.
Gas grenade at the feet. Right, so now it's time for the 380.
Firing orbital barrage.
It was stim because there's a BT right on my ass. Again, get the supplies a little bit further away from me. And hope that by the time they come down there's no bugs on there. But I think that Bio-Titan senses the drop and he starts making his way over. Or maybe he's just making his way towards me. Pretty frustrating either way. And then, yeah, typically you get your supplies down, bugs are all over it. And there's no ammo boxes on this side of this nest either. So this is the danger of, as I said, using your orbitals and your 500s and whatnot out of sync. So at this point in time, we're just literally trying to stay alive. Thinking, well, while I'm here, might as well turn that button on.
Super Earth's finest, back in action.
500's back. So that one bounced, not ideal, but not the end of the world. Hopefully there's at least a Titan behind me. Yeah, looks like he got full force of that one. So literally just trying to get through to some supplies at this point, and kind of had enough of pussyfooting around and just decided to do a bit of bobbing and weaving, or hope to do some bobbing and weaving to get there. Grab a couple of ammo boxes. Gas dog is saving my bacon somewhat, obviously. Finally get to the supplies.
Last reload.
Still so many bugs about, even though I've used the 380. Debated whether to use the 500 on those guys there as well, I think, but decided against it just in case I get a BT come around. And things seem to be slowing down now. When you're oh, there we go. They were slowing down. So yeah, another breach, absolutely ridiculous.
Eagle 1 withdrawing to rearm.
Get some.
Get Ultimatum out in the middle of there. Gas grenade down for everything that's chasing us.
Tagging map.
And head over to the supplies again so we can, you know, make our stand there.
Last reload.
Restart the Ultimatum quick and then grab another one from there. Just in case we get a Titan and need to hit him twice. No Charger, no Titan as yet, but
Last reload.
we'll gladly use the Ultimatum on him.
How about a nice cup of liberty?
Gas grenade out, or 2 gas grenades out. Smelly Charger there to take him out. I mean, yeah, I mean, you can see the insane amount of bugs. So what I decided to do here is use the 380 for the end of the breach, or pretty much most of the breach at this point, I believe. And also what's on the objective there. So hopefully it will take out everything in the vicinity. And we'll see if that's a good idea or not in a while. We'll see if we get out of sync again. And make sure we've got double ultimatums for this guy, because I've totally sent that one over the top of him, I believe. I always think that you need to aim it higher than you actually do. Unfortunately, you need to, yeah, need to work on that, obviously. Okay, so seems like we're kind of back into, you know, regular programming here.
Dropping a pin. Throwing grenade.
Hopefully there's not a breach immediately. But these little bastards should be crouching at that point, really, to get better accuracy, but same here. I don't always do it. But it does make a lot of difference. Okay, actually getting something done. Gas grenade out for those guys, just because I don't want to breach at this point. I mean, there shouldn't be, because I've just had one, but I mean, you just don't know with the bugs. Sometimes they, you know, follow the script and don't breach straight away. But sometimes they decide to breach, oh yeah, very quickly after a breach. Okay, so 500 out there. Blech, voice went. 500 out there. Head over to our supplies. Don't think that 500 was in any danger of hitting me, but not sure why I didn't pick up the supplies there. Maybe I didn't see them at the time.
For prosperity.
Okay, breach is still going on. So if you bring the 120, if you bring the 120, it does come back quick enough to deal with every single breach. However, it's not quite, I don't think it's not quite powerful enough to deal with the entire thing. So you will struggle, unfortunately.
Last reload. Found something.
So I'm sure I was pretty happy with that one. Oi. More fucking, yeah. So kept getting stuck on the plants for that, unfortunately, and ragdolled, so couldn't quite finish off the impaler. Very satisfying when you die and come back and the first thing you do is nail the thing that kills you. So that's done. So I decide to forget about my equipment and just get in some new stuff. Over towards the old Loadout over here, along with a resupply.
How about a nice
Gas
cup of
grenade out.
tea?
Insane how you just don't get any time to even think on the bugs.
This is Eagle 1. We're back in business.
So let's hope we can get this done quickly and not get completely gassed by our own gas dog.
Mission map updated.
Okay.
Tagging map.
So 15 minutes left, so not the best for time, but not too bad. I decided not to bother with the retrieve the larvae thing because I don't really care about it. is the simple truth. I mean, I will get it if I know I've got enough time, but because of the placement of it on the map, and because I know it's going to be an absolute ball ache to do, I just decided to leave it. And bug missions, I don't always fully clear them. I mean, you know, to be fair, most of the time I don't even finish them. So when I do record a video and I complete the mission,
Tagging map.
I'm just happy with that. Okay, so we head back to the mega nest here. So it's six done, so 7 left, I think. Is it? No, 5, sorry. Oh, shows you how good my maths are. So 4 left, and that's the fantastic thing about the crossbow, and that is why I recommend it for, you know,
Mag's empty.
a build where I think it's a very, very strong build against the bugs, is because of the utility of closing up the holes as well as doing a lot of explosive damage. It just comes in so clutch for both those reasons.
Orbital barrage.
So we've got the 380 over there.
How about it?
And a 500, and I'm praying that that will be the end of the mega nest.
Say hello to them.
And a bit of a shit dive there. Definitely want those supplies for the stims, but decide against it because there's 2 spitters on them, plus another bunch of bugs coming from behind, I'm assuming. Okay, but yeah, amongst all of that chaos, the mega nest did get finished, so that's fantastic news. I'm not going to worry about finishing up with the extraction zone and clearing that because at this point in the game I'm wondering if I'm even going to make it to extraction or not. So we drop a 500 for that guy, kind of hang around to bait him into it a little bit. Get a view of our handiwork.
Eagle 1
He
withdrawing
seems to
to
be
reload.
gone.
Fire in the hole.
Sending down.
See, when everything is on sync, you know, when the 380 is available to be dropped down on breaches, then this is a really powerful build. I would say you could take the gas grenades instead of the 500, because the gas mines instead of the 500. But the only trouble is then is you don't have anything to deal with bio titans and heavies.
Main objective near your position.
I mean, you do have the ultimatum, but if you're out of ultimatums, you do need that 500 as a backup or as your main source of dealing with titans, I think. Unless, of course, you pair it with the backpack.
Reload.
Ultimatum and backpack is obviously another one you could do. So yeah, Stalwart taking care of business there.
Mission at 10 minutes remaining.
Decided to delete those alpha commanders and whatnot. Whatever was following behind. Some more Alpha Commanders. And the reason why I'm looking to use ultimatums here is because I know there are supply boxes like all around this area. So I know I can use a couple of ultimatums here and there and not have to worry about running out of them. I'll probably use one here, yeah. So it's just such an easy way to get rid of 2 or 3 Alpha Commanders. Okay, so another breach. 380 I don't believe is back yet from cooldown. So get a 500 out there. And maybe I should gas it first. Let them build up a little bit. And then 500 it. So ultimatum out there for the charger, which is no dice. I think I might be out of ultimatums at this point, which is why I'm trying to crossbow him. Yeah, looking for some, looking for some ammo. Obviously, luckily he's gassed. Dive in a crossbow. Smoking a pancake. Okay, yeah. So this is where it gets like you're playing a game of tag or chase or whatever. With the bugs, it's always frustrating. Like the 380 is now back off cooldown, but there's no point throwing it down now. Okay, I tried to shoot that, but it didn't happen. So luckily I've got some stims here. Looking for an ammo box. Please give me an ammo box.
Sending down equipment package.
Mercy, mercy.
Last reload.
Oh, that was close. He was a lot closer than I thought he was. Dive behind the wall for protection. I think that one went over the top of him. So that one surely landed right on the noggin. Another Bio Titan.
Last reload.
So quickly press that while I'm reloading. Oh yeah, it seems like I've learned the distance a bit more. That one was first time. Okay, so now it's just a very simple case of running back and forth, right?
Last reload.
Wrong. Okay, ultimatum out there. I don't know how these supplies got so far. Something must have hit them.
Have a taste of debacle. Fire in the hole.
Okay, I don't think I've even started the... No, zero civilians in so far. Okay, but that is about to change. So, gas grenade out there. Collect that for the ultimatum. So, another 500. I'm kind of at this point hoping it's not going to be too big of a breach.
Out of ammo.
So I get the 500 out and we'll see what we're dealing with. Because sometimes on the bugs you don't get a huge breach, but sometimes you do, and I think it's all down to what point on the map it is and what point of the mission it is. They do tend to get larger and longer when you're closer to main objectives and side objectives, as opposed to being near bug holes. But Honestly, I've had it both ways. But, I mean, this one doesn't look too big, right? And it is towards the end of the mission, and it is right on the main objective. So I'm not entirely sure what the reasoning is, what the, you know, the rhyme is behind it all. Ammo box up there. You didn't see it.
Injury? What injury?
Sending down equipment package.
See if I can finish the charger off with the crossbow, which you can do if you keep shooting him in the arse.
Fire in the hole! Last reload!
The explosive damage will kill him eventually. And if you've got him gassed, it's usually a pretty good way of doing things. More patrols. I always forget you can like shoot the crossbow like behind you almost. You know, like you can run and shoot it backwards, as it were. I need to utilize that a bit more. That charger's still alive. Don't want to automate him there in case he... Oh, okay. I think he's gassed enough to not kill those guys. Although that guy might... Yeah, I think he's gone. Oh no, he's still going. Maybe not now. Sorry. No idea where this guy just appeared from. But won't be fucking about with him. Ultimatum to the face. Well, Titan, of course there is. Why wouldn't there be?
Last reload!
See, at this point, it was just like ultimatum, go. Just ultimatum, reload, ultimatum, reload, ultimatum. You get the picture.
Tagging map.
So how are we looking? 21. 21 out of 30. So 22, 23 maybe. So we're getting there. We are getting there. Maybe one or two more button pushes and that should be gold.
How about a nice cup of liver tea?
So gas grenade these guys so they don't cause us an issue.
Have a taste of democracy.
And those guys should be gassed as they come in there as well. So that patrol done, nice and easy.
1 minute remains. Destroyer departure imminent.
So yeah, because of the seed of this one, because it was a spitter seed, a bile spitter seed, or bile spewer, I can't remember which ones those are now. Yeah, I'm not sure actually. So because it was a bile seed, then we used the crossbow a lot more than we usually would. Whereas if it's a Pouncer and Hunter or an Alpha Commander seed, then we would be using the Stalwart a lot more.
Throwing grenade.
Okay, so I know those dudes are following me, so I get a big old 500 back there for them. Gas grenade to keep them in position while the 500 does a job.
Dropping a pin.
Seems to get 10 kills, that combination. And there is one bug hole left, I believe. So time is out though, so I throw down the resupplies. And even though I'm not fussed about getting the lava, whatever it's called. Oh, okay. So the supplies don't come in, but luckily there's some old ones there. Yeah, so even though I'm not fussed about getting the lava on, I still want to get all the holes done if I can. So I'm going to have to be quick here though, so some gas grenades out. And I know that there is some ammo around the outskirts of these holes. So it's ultimatum spam time. Another one in there. And then I think that's 2 of the 3 holes done. And then hopefully I can crossbow this last one. And we are gold. So no ammo there though. Now it's just a case of getting back to extraction and trying to clamber onto Pelican 1 when he drops in.
Dropping a pin.
So I decide to go hunting for supplies, because if I just hang around extraction, then I'm definitely not going to get on. I will just get surrounded by bugs.
Last reload.
Maybe if I kind of make my way around the map a little bit, I might be able to circle back round to Pelican 1 in time to get on. Actually can't remember if I extract on this mission or not. Okay, so lower shot, one to the dome, but it didn't actually kill him.
Throwing
I
grenade.
think it did connect with his face, but it wasn't a kill. Okay, we've got full stims, so full stim. I think Pelican 1's landed there. I might be a bit far away. I think we've gone too far to get on to Pelican 1 at this point. So, eat to the face, but I think I missed. Yeah, classic. So yeah, I don't think I'm getting on. It's okay. Not a full clear, but you know, it's almost a full clear. And pretty good overall for the bugs. As I said, I think that build is one of the best you can take for the bugs, if not the best. Obviously, other people have different ideas. A lot of people swear by the Orbital napalm, but as I said, I prefer the 380 because it does a better job of closing up bug holes. So yeah, let me know what you guys think. What's your optimum build for soloing the bugs on Super Helldive, guys? And thanks for watching. Cheers.